came to thee, and robbers by night, how art thou cut off? But they have not stolen till they had enough. If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? And Esau's such a devil, they take all this stuff, they never satisfied. They gotta go get more. That's why they searching out all these planets too, because they done did all this shit on this earth. Now they want to go to another planet and do more shit, but it's not going down like that. Now, verse 6, it says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? This is how the hidden things sought up. And see, it's even easier now. Like the book of Daniel says, knowledge shall be increased. Let me get that. Let me get that. It's so easy to look this stuff up. If you're really looking though. Now that's in the book of Daniel, chapter 12. And verse 4 says, but thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. And this is why it's being increased, because we're in that time. Got this information everywhere. You just type in a few letters, the word gonna pop up. Definition gonna pop up. The language is gonna pop up. You speak Creole, you can put it in English. You can speak Espanol, you can put it in Creole. All this knowledge is everywhere. Let me see. How the things that Esau sought out. And then the Most High put the spirit on certain men to search the stuff out too, because we have men that do, have special traits and do stuff in life. That's because that's their lot. You have man, the Most High put the spirit on them to go search out everything, go look up everything, just search it out. Like our forefathers used to do, which we are our forefathers. Now, verse 7, it says, all the men of thy confederacy. Who always talking about Confederate stuff all the time? You have to ask these questions. It said, have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. Who did that? You watch all these movies, these slave movies. I was telling the one dude earlier about Apocalypto. At the end, that ending scene, when they pulled up on them boats. You watch all these different little movies, these Indian movies. There's one movie called, I think it's called The Revenant, if I ain't mistaken. They'll come in, be at peace with thee, then deceive thee, and prevail against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in them. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau? And thy mighty man of Teman shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. This stuff gonna happen. This war, this stuff that this actual documentary is talking about. They got all these scholars and these so-called rabbis and all that. They don't hold this spiritual wisdom and knowledge like that. Not saying they don't know nothing, but they don't know the main stuff. They don't know the meat. They might know a little bit of milk scriptures. They might know about Jacob and Esau. They might know about the scriptures like Moses sticking his hand in the bosom and taking it out and it was white and he stuck it back in and changed back to how it was. They might know little stuff like that, but they don't really know about these prophecies like that. Let me see. Let me go to this real quick. Oh, and before I even get this preset real quick, let me see. See, this browser's trying to make me do some extra stuff. I wasn't even trying to type all that in. Let me see. Let me see if I type the word in this way. go. This book of 1 Corinthians chapter 1. And this is why the Most High set it up like this. So people can't just look at, because you go to school and get degrees in this, in theological school, or seminary schools, and go learn all these different little languages and certain little stuff like that. Most High don't give a fuck about that. That's not what you learn about. Now it says in 1 Corinthians chapter 1, let me see where I want to start at. Start at verse 25. It says, because the foolishness of God is wiser than man, and the weakness of God is stronger than man. For you see your calling, brethren, how there not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. So look, let me go back to this image right here. You got these scholars, these archaeologists, these people that go to theological school, seminary schools, or like the elders say, the cemetery schools, and all these different little classes. They can't even break down Revelation chapter 18 all the way. But the people that you least suspect, they can break it down how it's supposed to be broke down to. Now it says, not many noble are called. It says, but God hath chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And God hath chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty, and base things of the world, and things which are despised, hath God chosen. Yeah, and these things which are not, to bring not things that are, that no flesh should glory in his presence. And that's why, man, he set it up like that. So can't nobody just be, oh yeah, I got a degree in Judaism. You know, a lot of them don't even know that word Judah mean, but they got a degree in Judaism. And that's how it be them. Let me see. I ain't gonna pull too much more. Let's see how long this video gets. It's getting a little long, so let me try to cut this short. It's the book of Matthew. Book of Matthew chapter 13. Let's see. I'm going to start at line. See what is that first? I want to start at, I'm going to end this up. Now, and see, this is another cut to the people be talking about, oh, this for everybody and all that. This not for everybody. That don't even make sense. You can't have something special and it be for everybody. That make it not special. Now, verse 3, it says, and he spake many things unto them in parables, saying, behold, a sower went forth to sow, and when he had sowed some seeds fell by the wayside, and the fowls came and devoured them up. Some fell upon stony places, where they had not much earth, and for where they sprung up, because they had no deepness of earth. And when the sun was up, they were scorched. And because they had no root, they withered away. And some fell among thorns, and thorns sprung up and choked them. But other fell into good ground and brought forth fruit. And that's the type of seeds you want to be. You want to bring forth fruit. You want to edify people, so they can know what they're supposed to know, and they can go edify some more people. And then doing that, you're sealing the elect. Don't nobody know exactly who the elect is, or who the so-called saints are. You can't put no number on it. Or you can't put no name on it, I should say, on who's who. That way can't nobody glory in the flesh. You can't be running around like, oh yeah, I know I'm the 100,000 saint of the 144,000. You can't go around doing that because don't nobody really know. But you can help edify people though. Now it says, and brought forth fruit, some 100-fold, some 60-fold, some 30-fold. Who has ears to hear, let them hear. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said to them, because it is given to you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. So this for everybody. Why everybody else couldn't get it though? It's supposed to be special. Not supposed to be something just for everybody just to get and run off and do all type of nonsense with it. It says, for whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away, even that he hath. Therefore speak I to them in parable, because they see and see not. I could give a person, I got books right now that's highlighted with all these precepts in there, because I remember these precepts. I just pull them up just for edification's sake. So a person can be like, okay, let me go to Matthew chapter 13, or let me go to Revelation chapter 18, or let me go to Deuteronomy chapter 28, or let me go to Zephaniah chapter 3, or let me go to the book of Obadiah, so somebody can follow suit and go to that and read it. So, but I give a person this book, these highlighted pages in there, and say they see, like scripture say, because they see and see not, so they can see it right there in front of them. They ain't gonna see it for real. It says, in hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. You can tell a person this all day. Now I mean they gonna understand it, comprehend it. Let me see. Then we'll go on a little bit more. It says, and in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Elijah, which says, by hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing and you shall see, and not perceive. For this people's heart is wax gross. That's why a lot of people read this and be like, oh, this contradicting. This don't make no sense. White man wrote that book. It's been tampered with, and all this other stuff, because they don't know how to piece together these precepts. They don't know how to read precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. They don't understand that Latin and that Greek. They don't understand that Hebrew. It says, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes, hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. Which means the Most High want to heal everybody. You gotta think about that. That's the characteristic of the Most High. Can't get mad at the reader, get mad at the Most High. It says, but blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. It's a valuable thing, man. It's like when you find out, you can't even really compare this to nothing. Like it's a parable on that too. I ain't gonna read that, but it's in the, you rejoice when you get it. It's sweet in your mouth, bitter in your belly, because once you internalize it, you see like, damn, it's really people that really can't get this stuff. It's really people that's not meant to be healed. It's really people that's only special to the Most High. It's really people that's not. You understand that. That's bitter in your stomach, because you be like, damn, you got all these prophecies about to come to pass. You're going to have a little bit of people get saved, but you're going to have even more get wiped the fuck out. That's some shit that'll make your stomach flip. Now it says, but verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see the things which you see and have not seen them, and to hear those things which you hear and have not heard them. So this is extremely valuable. So my battery getting low. You see this stuff and you fully understand it and actually teach it, actually edifying and fulfilling these prophecies like the book of Matthew say, man, hey, give thanks to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, because he could have had you as one of these blind niggas walking around. Or like, let me pull this back up. It might not let me refresh it. This lady sitting in this library with all these books, and she went to one of these cemetery schools, these seminary schools. You could be one of them people that don't even know, reading 1,000 books and still can't figure it out. So I just want to bring this out. I don't want to edifying. Call Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. And shalom to the left.